So this morning we brought the dinghy ashore. I could see from the drone that there's a bay just over there, and that from the bar that's up on top of the cliffs here, there's a road that leads back and connects this bay to the next bay. However, can't easily see how you can get off this beach.
Just seen there's a green handrail up there.
Oh yeah.
So.
Hidden in amongst the trees, there is a little pathway up. This is Intrepid Bear, a 40-foot sailboat off to explore the world with her crew, Ian and Kate.
Come aboard and let's see what's out there.
YouTube?
Okay.
Right,
Cracking little beach bar. Have to come back and have a Coke or something here on the way back, perhaps. That background noise of cicadas, that's what I associate with hot countries in the summer. That is definitely the sound of a hot holiday. I like it. We're being stalked by a dog. There's a dog on the road behind us. He's given up because I pointed away, but he was kind of, every time we were walking, he was creeping along, and then we stopped and looked at him, and he kind of looked away as if to say, no, what, me, nothing, no.
No, he's in the bushes.
He's hiding in the bushes now. I think because I pointed at him. He's obviously a little bit nervous. Looks friendly enough, but you never know. Wild looking dog. Oh, sorry, stray looking dog. You've got to be careful of rabies and stuff. But yeah, we'll see if he pops out and comes after us anymore. On the face of it, this was another stunning little bay, but it had a certain air of abandonment and decay. It's kind of quite, what's the word?
There's more local used.
Local, rundown is not the word I'm looking for. Rustic.
Yeah.
Rustic, very local, not touristy. So kind of its own charm in a.
Yeah.
Some would say scruffy, but actually it's, I quite like it.
There's some camper vans here, so lots of people camp overnight.
Quite like it in a rustic sort of way.
Yeah.
The bar over there, that's pretty rustic.
And then time for a cold drink back overlooking Two Rock Bay before getting onto the boat and heading south for Lefkas.
So there we go, farewell to Two Rock Bay. What a lovely little stop. We'll definitely come back here again, could definitely have stayed longer, but we're pushing on south. It does feel like we were here for a lot longer than we were actually. It's a really nice stop because we did so much. Only thing we didn't explore is this little gully over here that goes up between the rocks. You can see it from the drone. I would have loved to have gone up there actually. Forgot about it, should have taken a dinghy in there. But yeah, that would have been cool, or snorkeled in there even, that would be nice. There's literally no wind, which is not unusual in the Ionian. There is supposed to fill in this afternoon, so we just got the engine on really gently. There is, I say there's no wind, there's probably 2 or 3 knots, and actually it's filling the sails a bit now. It's just giving us a little bit of a boost. So we're only ticking along at 1500 revs. We're doing 4.5 knots. It's fine, about 5 or 6 hours down to Lefkas. So those pieces of wood up on the sail there, they're called telltales. And when the sails are set right, both the outer one and the inner one will be flying virtually straight, because that shows that the airflow on both sides of the sail is really nice and well attached, because the airflow is meant to stay nicely attached to the sail and come off the back edge efficiently. That's what it's supposed to do. So you want those telltales lifted and, parallel, both flying straight. And those are not too bad at the moment. We see the outer one now was lifting a bit there. That means the sail wants to go out a bit. But I think the wind is just starting to fill in. It's gone from nothing to some ripples on the water now. The Lefkas canal, which was originally built in 650 BC, allows for a much shorter passage between the northern and southern Ionian seas. To allow for both road and sea traffic to pass, access to the canal is controlled by a floating bridge that opens on the hour every hour. So you can see the 2 bridges in front of us. There's what looks like the old one, an old rusty one, and the new one. It's called FB Santa Mora. Now I would think that would be floating bridge, but why they would do that in English, I don't know, unless the Greek is similar. That's the only thing I can think of, FB.
Then we just had to hold station at the front of a long line of boats and wait for the bridge to open.
This is where we dropped the hook last night, literally right at the bottom of the Lefkas canal, first anchorage. It's not bad actually, it's a nice little rocky island, little rocky outcrop, some beaches ashore, but we haven't really got time to explore. There's a castle up on top of the hill, would have liked to have had a look at that. But the purpose of being here is so that we can get back up the canal now go on to Lefkas Town Quay and go shopping in Lidl. Yeah, so that's the idea. So now I've got to take the dinghy off the davits because Lefkas Town Quay will be stern too. So I'll whip the dinghy off the davits. So we'll pop it on the stern tow up the canal, then bring it alongside to reverse into the quay. If we put it alongside as we reverse into the quay, then the dinghy goes out forward on the boat and stays out of the way as much as possible. So now just rigging the stern lines for easy deployment. What I want is to be able to, as we back up to the quay, is just have them ready to throw. So I'm going to put a bowline loop in the end of this one and then take it out and around everything back to the cleat, because when you throw it you need to know that it's going to go straight out and not go over any guardrails or anything like that. Make sure it's nicely coiled, ready to go. Anyway, so there you can see when that goes out, that will just go straight to the dock without snagging anything. So I bring that back in here and just lay it down on the deck. That one there, same on the other side. Okay, so we don't really know what's happening on Town Quay. I'm going to have to talk loud so the camera can hear it, okay? Can't really know what's happening on the Town Quay, but I think there are pontoons that we can use that belong to charter companies where we can use them on weekdays, and I think there are slime lines on them. So as we get closer, we'll need fenders on both sides in case we're in a tight gap. And then once we get there, I'll tell you whether it's a slime line or not. The weight on that dinghy and trying to pull it alongside is massive. It really is. You've really got to hold on. So even at this tick over speed, it is really heavy. I haven't decided where I'm going yet. I'll tell you in a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go into the next aisle and then reverse up to that pontoon there, and I will be looking for the starboard stern line first.
Okay, so next to the catamaran and the motor.
Yes. Yeah, I mean you might be able to get a loop over it just because the cleat is enough to get a loop over.
Yeah,
No, you won't need a boat. You have to carefully go down on the platform. There's no option.
yeah.
You can take it back, babes. Take it back.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, Lefkas Town Quay. Turns out there are slime lines, so we're all secure. Yeah, nice lot of space. This is a moorings base, as in the company moorings, and that means that all their charter boats are here at the weekend, so you're only allowed here during the week. During the week, you still got to pay the port fees if you're overnight, but we're only going to stop to go shopping. If somebody comes for fees, of course we'll pay, but if not, we'll only be here for a few hours, and then we'll be gone again to anchor. So as we were just getting off the boat, the port authority came round asking how long we'd been here. So we literally just arrived and told them we were only just going shopping, and they said how many hours. I said 2 or 3. They said, well, be as quick as you can, and didn't charge us, so that was really nice. So just for a quick stay, I don't know what the official rule is, but they were kind and let us stay for a couple of hours without charge, so that's good.
Not that good.
So we walked past 2 big AB supermarkets on the hunt for Lidl. Why do we need Lidl?
I just hope they might have some food stuff that I haven't been able to get since we left Spain. Lidl! And it's open.
Lidl ho! Last time we walked to Lidl on Corfu, the website categorically said that it was open on a Sunday, which we doubted, but the website categorically said yes. Got there, sure enough, closed. But this one is open. So yeah, all the shopping back on board, a bit warm. So warm that Kate's already undressed, so I can't film that much down there. So she's going to pack away while I cast off. There's a nice little breeze, so once we get out on the water and going, it should be nice. So I'm just going to let the boat slip forward a bit so I can get the dinghy in behind the boat, get her on the davits, hoist her up so I don't have to do that once we're moving. And then whilst Kate's packing away, I can slip the lines. So this is the security line. This is a safety line that I put on because I don't trust the block and tackle here just to hold the whole kit and caboodle, so I just put that extra line on just in case that fails and the clam cleat or comes off, then there's something else holding the davit up. Okay, so Kate is seriously busy packing, so I'm going to cast off on my own. The port line, side line's already gone, and we're just pulling forward gently on the starboard line. The engine's in gear, which I did that just to get room to get the dinghy up. So I'm going to go and throw off the slime line, and then I'll release the stern line, we'll drift forwards, and off we go. Don't fail to film it, but literally it was just throwing off the stern line, so nothing exciting to see. Oh, sorry, bow line, the lime line on the bow there. So now we'll cast off this stern line, and we'll be good. So I got the wind blowing from my starboard side, which is where I want to go. Sorry, I want to go to port, but it's blowing me where I want to go. So literally just cast off that stern line, had the boat in tick over. It's not ideal not being on the helm when you've got power on the boat, but on this occasion it's fine as long as you know where the boat's going to go. I only had it on tick over. Boat is bearing away by itself, and we're heading off out of the marina nice and steady. There goes the Coast Guard again. Obviously patrolling. Listen to those meaty engines with their turbos. If only I had enough money for the fuel for one of them. That'd be fun. $15.09 ETA based on current. Yes. Okay, good. Oh, that's not long at all. The afternoon breeze piped up and sped us on to our destination under head sail alone. Six knots under head sail alone. We're gusting up to 18 knots, and now we've turned across the wind, so it's right on our beam now. And we're flying along for the last bit, but it's only 4 minutes before we have to turn, head to wind and put the sails in. Slight moment of drama. We were sailing at 6 knots, trying to get in between that lump there on the chart plotter and the mainland, which should be reasonable depth, but suddenly the echo sounder was down to 4 meters, which under sail, I'm not happy with that because it was meant to be deeper than that. So we spun around a bit sharpish, put her into a dead stall really, got the sail in, so now we've rolled the sail up and we're just motoring the last little bit, and gently we'll try and get through that gap. But under engine you can slow down and reverse. Under sails, if you hit something you're just going straight on it hard. There's a lot of there's a big fish farm in the entrance to this bay, which our friends tell us means not many people go in there because they get put off by the fish farm. So you can see the fish farm over there off our port side. We'll go around behind it, and then it looks like a really sheltered bay. I've seen it on their social media.
And after a hot, busy day, there is nothing we would rather do than share a drink and a barbecue on the beach with new friends Emily and Adam, who run an awesome blog called To Get Lost, with all the information you could ever need about living on a sailboat in Greece.